Successful setting tips from me to you. There's so many ways to get distracted. With everyday life, such as school, work, children, and family, it's hard to find the time to fit everything into one day. What helps me succeed is when I think about the single parents with multiple kids who work. If they can manage being a parent working full time, what is my excuse? Everything can be done efficiently with the proper tools. Have you ever thought about making a plan before completing a task? Well, let me share with you some of my ideas. Prioritizing your time is key. Really sifting through all the work that has to be done takes time, but when it's completed, you will feel less stressed. How much extra time do you really have in a day? You might be surprised by that answer because I know I was. I thought there's no way I have extra time to do anything. Once you figure out how much available time you have, start with the hard tasks. That has always worked for me. No one wants to do 2 hours of homework and then realize their hardest assignment is now last. It's an accomplished feeling when you knock out all the small tasks quickly at the end. Once the homework is done, the basic tasks then seem easy once the hard homework is done. Knowing what helps you focus is also extremely important. Are you one of those people who has to have a full stomach when doing work? Or are you that person that does homework starving, so you hurry up and get it done quicker? I live with my daughter and boyfriend, so I tend to do most of my work outside on our back patio. It gives me peace and quiet, and my background noise is then the wind, birds, and other animals. I also tend to do my homework right when I get home from work because my mind is then still in work mode. I tend to get it done more so in a timely fashion that way. I'm not one of those people who can relax for an hour or two and then get up. I simply won't get up. I also find that some people like to get their day started early with homework. I'm not a morning person, so making myself get up an extra hour earlier would not be something that would work for me. Whenever you feel you have maximum energy is when the work should be accomplished. Do you have a specific table or desk designated to doing work? If not, I would find a spot where it has the least amount of distraction and where you can focus the best. A lot of people I know do their homework on their actual bed, but personally, I would suggest against that. Your bed is supposed to be a place of comfort and relaxation, not a place of stress. It's not healthy. Do you ever read the class material before class starts? I also find this extremely helpful. I would suggest pre-reading the section before it's discussed and take notes. Then, when the teacher goes over it, highlight what was discussed for future reference when doing your studying for exams or tests or what have you. Pre-reading also helps because if you have questions that aren't answered in class, you already have them ready to go. Nothing is worse than getting home from school and wishing you had asked for more clarification on a specific topic. Some of us don't like to speak up in class, and that's okay. I do believe that asking open-ended questions is a key way to succeed, though. Having the professor elaborate on an answer only helps you out with clarification. I find it much easier to remember information when it's done in a discussion format. I don't learn as easily when reading a book, personally. I much rather talk about the subject and hear other people's insights. Class discussions are also helpful because you get to hear someone else's point of view or how they got to a certain conclusion, also for more clarification. No teacher wants you to fail. It's their job to explain and teach the material as best as they possibly can. Teachers are here to help us. Most of them provide us with their contact information, so use it. Tutors are also extremely helpful. You might be that person who isn't good at focusing in large classroom settings, and that's okay too. One-on-one teaching has helped me many times. If asking our teachers or requesting a tutor isn't something that you're comfortable with, try seeking help from an academic advisor. I've also found that they are helpful as well. And lastly, don't cram for exams. If you review the highlighted parts of your notes and use these study skills, there's no need for that. If you're looking to take your learning to the next level, it could be time to reevaluate how you study.